Hello everyone, it is Phrasmotica here, and the first thing you will notice about today's episode of Feed the Beast is that I am using a new texture pack. If that's not the first thing you noticed, then I don't know what to say, but I am using the faithful 32x32 texture pack by Vatic, or Vatic, or however you're meant to say it. I really like it because I like the vanilla textures, and better quality can only be better. So here we are, faithful texture pack. My sapphire sword is boss as ever. And I upgraded my mining drill to a diamond drill. And the way you do that is you just take the mining drill and put diamonds around it, assuming you have grade tech on easy mode. If you don't, it's a bit more complicated, but whatever. Now, this diamond drill is cool because it can mine obsidian, just like a diamond can, just like a diamond pickaxe can. It's an electric replacement for a diamond drill. That is literally all it is. And yeah, it just rips stuff up. So I'm very pleased with it. But it's simply not good enough. I want to upgrade this one more to the advanced diamond drill, because this thing can store 15,000 EU as opposed to 10,000 EU, and it requires advanced circuits, a few overclocker upgrades which are relatively cheap, and then the diamond drill. Now, speaking of these advanced upgrades, I also upgraded my chainsaw to the advanced chainsaw, which, like the advanced diamond drill, also holds 15,000 EU. And we're going to actually build something else on top of this once we're done upgrading our tools, but like I said, let's go upgrade this. So, I like this texture pack. It looks very, very, very nice. And I should also say, I completely redid my buildcraft room. I've got redstone energy cell charging right here off of the steam engines. Are they out of... They are out of juice, man. I put loads of stuff in there. You know what, let me go get some charcoal, because that's what I've been making all this power for. So much charcoal, almost 17,000. Damn! That's a lot. Well, over 17,000, I should say. So let's whack this in there. And that redstone energy cell will keep on charging up. As you saw, it's got 44,000, 45,000 in there. Got my energy conduits, just in case I need to link up any more machines or processing, and then, you know, making electrum and other energy conduits and more energy cells. And speaking of which, I fully charged up 3 of these energy cells so that I can just take them around wherever I want and use them for various thermal expansion or buildcraft appliances, instead of having to have engines hooked up. That is why these things are so damn useful. But anyway, what did we need? We needed to upgrade our diamond drill. So, diamond drill's going to go in there. We needed some overclocker upgrades. That is what we needed. I think I made a plan. Overclocker upgrade right there. And I also needed an electronic circuit and the advanced circuit. So let's put them in here. We're going to need some materials for this, of course. Electronic circuit, copper cables, and the like. So let's go over and get those. Yeah, I redid the industrial craft room as well. All the stuff from Greg Tech, like the plate bending machine, is also in here. Just looks a little bit nicer, I think. So, copper cables, I'll just take this many, because actually, how many will I need? Oh, that many's fine. I really don't care. I need redstone, and I also need some iron, refined iron even. There we go. Right, redstone, yeah. So redstone in there, and let's get our electronic circuit first. We need 2 of those. Then we're also going to need to make 2 advanced circuits, and for that we need, of course, glow. Wow. Okay, that was stupid. Oh my god. I forgot those barrels are very, okay, I just won't go near the barrels with the chainsaw from now on, because that is a bad idea. Wow, that's amazing. Alright, so 2 advanced circuits, and we also needed these overclocker upgrades, which call for these 10k coolant cells. Actually, another electronic circuit. Let me make that. I need some more copper cables. How fantabadubadastic. That is a new word. So let's just grab some rubber, lots and lots of rubber, and let's get the plan. Copper cable and some copper. Okay. Give me the copper cable plant. There we go. Get some more. You know, I'll use it all up because why not? Another electronic circuit. And what else did we need? We have the copper cables. We needed the coolant cells, I believe. Yeah, coolant cells. So let me just look them up in the not enough items menu. These 10k coolant cells are made by surrounding a water cell with tin, and the water cell is made by well, water cell. There it is. Come on. What? No. Okay, look. We basically need to get an empty cell, which is just. I've got to show you this again, haven't I? We need to get an empty. What the hell is empty cell? Don't give me this, you know, full cell crap. Empty. There it is. We need to get this empty cell, which is just tin like this. We get 16 of them, which is very, very nice. I've got some pre-made right here. I've got 23 from the last time I made some overclockers. And so we just need to fill 3 of these up with water and then surround them with tin again. And I have my infinite water pool right here. So that's 1, 2, 3. We'll take those back into the project table and get some tin. Thank you very much. Get you out of there. I don't need those empty cells. I need these. You there, and then tin surrounding. And there are coolant cells. Now these coolant cells don't stack, which is a little bit annoying, but live with it. So overclocker upgrade. I needed 3 of these, didn't I? So that's 1. You know what? I'm just going to cut back until I've got those 3 overclocker upgrades. Yeah, I'll see you when I've done that. Alright, there are 3 overclocker upgrades. I made some extra coolant cells just in case I want to make some more overclocker upgrades. I'm just going to put them in here because they have liquid in them and buckets are in here, I guess. I don't know. So I'll drop the empty cells in there as well. And so yeah, those are our 3 overclocker upgrades. We need to put those there. We need to put a diamond drill here. And what was the other thing we needed? Let's see. We needed the advanced circuits. Okay. Advanced diamond drill. Oh yeah. So it retains the EU that the original diamond drill added, but it just mines stuff a whole lot quicker. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just going to town on my floor. Look at that beastliness. That is just incredible. Lucky this floor's a bit thicker. Actually, speaking of that, it doesn't matter if the floor's a bit thicker because I finished the underground levels. Look at these. Look at these. So much space for random shit. I don't even know what to do next with this, but I've got floors and floors and floors, and I'm going to use them hopefully later on when we have more stuff to find space for. And this isn't even the top floor. God, so deep. All the way down to level 18, I believe, is the ground floor. I didn't want those weird particles coming up from the bedrock because it makes the room really dark and it just looks annoying. But anyway, we have got our advanced tools right here. Our advanced power tools. I feel like a champ. But the problem is with these advanced tools, we can't actually charge them up in a bat box. If we try to shift click them in, if we try to place them in, we simply can't. And the reason for that is because the bat box does not support them. That's a bit of an obvious statement, I know. But what we need to do in order to charge these things up is make the next stage of Industrial Craft 2 energy storage, which is the MFE. I can't remember what it stands for. And the MFE, we need a double insulated gold cable, 4 of those, these energy crystals, whoa, what the hell are those, and then a machine block. And the energy crystals, they are diamonds surrounded with redstone. Or we can go for the cheaper option, which is a ruby surrounded with redstone, which I'm definitely going to go for. Because rubies, you find them a lot more than you find diamonds. So we're going to need 4 of these. I will make a plan for it, because these are needed quite a bit in the advanced stages of, what do you call it? In the advanced stages of Industrial Craft. So I need to make one of these. I need to make a plan for it. And these things don't stack either because they have damage values depending on the charge that's in it. And the other thing we needed was the gold insulated cables, and they just gold surrounded with rubber, completely surrounded with rubber, or you can do this other stuff, but I'm not going to do that. So we just need gold surrounded with rubber, completely surrounded with rubber, and that will give us 4 of them, which is exactly the right amount for the MFE. I needed 8. What am I doing? Go back here. So, for this MFE, we need to get these insulated golden cables. Now, the MFE is better than the bat box in the sense that it accepts energy in packets of not 32 EU per tick, but 128. That's what's called medium voltage in Industrial Craft. 32 EU per tick being low voltage. And so since it outputs that, and it can also accept that, it charges stuff quicker. And it can also hold 600,000 EU as opposed to the 40,000 that the back box could hold. So we've got our energy crystals, got our insulate golden cables. We just need the machine blocks. So let's go ahead and make that. And that was a bit plebby of me. There's our machine block. Whack that in place. Boom! MFE. Now, let's go and place this down. This functions just like the normal bat box. As you can see, there's a brown dot on it down in its texture on my hotbar, and yeah, I think because the bat box is the bat box outputting up there. I think it. Oh crap! That's how good this diamond drill is. It just went straight through my wall. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the bat box's charge drain into the MFE before I put the MFE in the bat box's place. Yep, that is what I'm going to do. And yeah, since this thing outputs a 32 EU per tick, this can output 128. It's 4 times as fast for charging stuff. And yeah, 600,000 stuff. Now, since this outputs at the 128 EU per tick, and these machines right here can only accept 32 EU per tick, if they are supplied with 128 EU per tick, medium voltage, they will explode. And so there's one thing that we're going to need to prevent that from happening, which is the LV transformer. It looks a lot like a bat box, but in fact it steps down the medium voltage to low voltage. And we need 3 copper ingots, 4 planks, and then 2 copper cables. Not too bad at all. Let's just wait until this thing is done charging. Of course, stuff that we put in there to charge, like these diamond drills and the advanced tools, they won't explode because they're tools. They can accept however much power you want. So, I believe that's it. Oh, no, it's not. Not 29 really doesn't matter. You are going back in the chest. I no longer need you. And this MFE is gonna... Hold on 1 second. Is this MFE going to... Yeah, it's going to lose all its charge. So you know what? I'm going to put that cable there, but I'm going to remove the cable from all these appliances just so that they do not blow up. And I'm going to grab my Omni wrench. I'm going to make sure that the output side is up there. So there we go. We've got a bit of charge there, and we're going to whack our tools in. Boom. They're charged in like 2 seconds. Beautiful, mate. So, these copper cables we can use in the transformer. So, let's make that transformer with 2 copper cables, some normal copper, and some other stuff. Some wooden planks. So, 3 copper across there. And then copper cables, and then some wooden planks. Let's grab these ones. Spruce. I like the colour of spruce. Very, very nice indeed. So, there is our LV transformer. And so we'll hook that up to the MFE. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the next grade of cable after these copper cables. Because copper cables cannot hold the output that the MFE does. They will explode, or they'll kind of fizzle out just like the machines would, except they'd explode. So it's a bit different. But we're going to need a higher tier of cable to hold this medium voltage, and that tier of cable is the glass fiber cable, and that needs diamonds and redstone and glass. So it's a little bit expensive, but yeah, actually we could use electrum and we'll get double the yield. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use glass, diamonds, and electrum to get a lot more of these glass fiber cables, because you can never have enough. I put my electrum up here, I think. Yep. Don't need too many just yet, so I'm not going to grab anything, or everything, I should say. Is that 6? That's 5. Damn it. Okay. So, let's just make them right here. Why not? So electrum goes there, diamond, and then we put our glass there. Glass fiber cable. Perfect. So this thing will handle the 128 EU per tick that the MFE outputs. So we can stick that on the top, on the top right there, and that will handle it. Copper cables just simply not good enough. So now we're going to want to plug this into the transformer. Now I think actually what I could have done is I could have placed the transformer directly above the MFE. The transformer has one face on it that has 3 dots, which is that one over there. That accepts the medium voltage, and all of the 1 dotted sides turns it to low voltage. I could have whacked the 3 dotted side right on top of the MFE, So that was on the bottom, but I wanted to make the fiber cables just for the sake of demonstration. So, LV transformer. How are we going to do this? You know, I'll remove that torch, and I'll put the torch right up there instead. So this, you know what, I think I'm going to have to take this cable out first. Put the LV transformer there. Its three-dotted side will face you when you place it down, so you're going to need to right-click on the face like that, so that the three-dotted side is facing it. And now, because it's outputting at 32 EU per tick on either side, we can use copper cables for this next step. So, to grab you, and yeah, I think that's it. So, oh no, okay, that's bad. Is that bad? I'm not exactly sure, actually. I reckon it probably is. What to do? You know what, I reckon I probably could put that transformer down if I did it correctly. So, let me try that out. If I put the transformer down like that... Nope, that's not doing it correctly. Okay. You know what? Let me just redo this. I'll figure out a way of doing it. Let's just supply some power to the plate bending machine for now. Yeah, I'll fix that at some point in the future. We'll see what happens. So, we've got medium voltage going in, and then we've got low voltage coming out the transformer, and it's powering all these machines. That's great. And this MFE can hold so much more stuff, and stuff will be charged by it. So, I'm thinking that I should probably drain the power and put the MFE back down here. And then I could put the transformer there, and then, yeah, that would be a better idea. You know what, let me do that now. That's not too much of a for God's sake. Some of my stuff is just too good for its own good. Amazing. Alright, generator back down there. MFE. Don't need you anymore. There we are. And I'll put output up there. Doot doot. I don't think the transformer will break if I use a pickaxe on it, but I'm not going to. So there you go. That there, glass fiber cables. And then, yes, this will work a lot better. So, take you apart, and boom. Okay, this should... Oh, for goodness sake, why? Okay, for God's sake, that's annoying. I'll move the macerator. I'll put the macerator up here for now. That's better. Okay, that's a bit of an annoying setup, but it'll have to do for now, and I think it will do. So I'm going to put the glass fiber cables and all that back in there. Reorder it a little bit, and there we are. We've got our MFE for charging our equipment. Now, the main thing that I wanted to get onto today is something that I think is quite possibly the very best mod in Feed the Beast. I know that some people will probably argue against that, but it's my pick for favourite, and we're going to need a redstone energy cell for this. You will see why later. We're going to use a mod which goes by the name of Applied Energistics. Now, Applied Energistics is a mod that's designed for automation and storing stuff. And the way that it all works, I absolutely love it to bits. I absolutely adore it. Now, the two main ingredients that we're going to need to make all this stuff with Applied Energistics are quartz crystals and quartz dust. Those are our two main things that are added by the mod. And the first thing we're going to want to make this all work is this thing called a quartz cutting knife. Where are you? There you are. We're going to need 2 sticks, 2 quartz crystals, and an iron ingot. So 2 of them. Let's grab 2 sticks and an iron ingot. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so iron ingot goes there. Sticks and quartz crystals. So this quartz cutting knife, it has a durability so that when it's used in each of the following recipes that we're going to get onto, it doesn't get consumed, but it adds to its damage value. So let's see, what is it that we need to make next? The main component of Applied Energistics, like I said, is storage. And the way we're going to store stuff, first of all, is using this thing called an ME chest. ME stands for matter energy, in that items when they're stored are converted from matter to energy, and then when they're taken out, in the reverse. So for this ME chest, we're going to need iron ingots, a chest, 2 glass, and then this thing called a conversion matrix. And the conversion matrix is made with 4 iron ingots, 2 redstone, 2 quartz crystals, and this thing called an ME basic processor. ME basic processor is from a basic processor assembly after you smelt it, and that is made with the quartz cutting knife, 2 redstone, gold ingot, and silicon, which is made by smelting quartz dust. There's a lot of crafting to be done here, but hopefully we'll get over it sooner or later. So this quartz dust I'm going to smelt into silicon. You know what? Do I have a spare powered furnace? I wonder, because if I do, I could just carry it around. Yes, I do. Perfect. Right. So that's what the redstone energy cell is for. I'm just going to carry this powered furnace around and use it whenever I need to. So the redstone energy cell will help me a lot with that. Let's go grab one of my full ones because, well, it's full. Just keep it in this chest right here. And boom. Right, so this thing should get a lot of power very quickly because this thing is outputting 100 microjoules per tick. Let's get this stuff smelting. Right, so once we've done that, once we've got the silicon, we're going to also need a gold and a couple of redstone. So it's, what, 2 redstone there, gold, cutting knife, and then silicon. Look how quick that was. Quick bastard. And there is our processor assembly. And you can see the quartz cutting knife got 1 on its durability. So now, did I leave it in there? I did. Let's put the basic processor assembly into the powered furnace, and from this we will get our ME basic processor. So the ME basic processor is going to be used in, what was the recipe again? It was, let me just check. Conversion matrix, quartz, more redstone, and more iron. Okay, so more redstone and more iron. Quartz crystals go here, iron on the corners, and then redstone across like that. Conversion matrix. And the conversion matrix goes up there. We need a chest and we need some more iron. What else do we need? Glass. That's why I was over here. Let's put the glass either side, and we needed a chest. Please tell me I've got a spare. I don't. Alright, fine. Too busy making even better chests. 7, 8. Let's just put you here. And then we're going to need 5 iron ingots as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put you in the remaining spaces, and voila, we have our ME chest. Now, the ME chest, if you just whack down in the middle of nowhere, as you can see, you can't put anything in just yet. Nothing can be put in there. And there's the slot up here that is waiting to be filled by the person who created this chest. And inside that, we are going to put one of these things right here. Some storage, a storage drive. And the one I'm going to use first is the 4K storage. Now, 4K because it's got 4096 bytes inside and it's got 063 types. Now, the 063 types means that this thing can hold 63 different items, but the 4096 bytes does not correlate to 1 item per byte. It can hold a lot more than 4096 items, but it can hold stuff of up to 63 different types. So we're going to want to make one of these, the 4K storage, because they seem to be the best in terms of, pricing of items and also the amount of storage space you get. So we're going to need glass, redstone, iron, and then this storage segment, which requires these storage cells and that basic processor that we made. And the storage cell is just another basic processor, and so forth. So there's a lot of crafting to do in Applied Energistics, but it is so worth it. I'm not going to milk it anymore. It is just worth it. So I'm just going to bring a bunch of this stuff with me because I'm going to be needing it for these processor assemblies. I believe I need, like, what, 4 of these? Or something like that. Where did all my stuff go? Oh, I need more silicon, that's what I need. Let me get a bunch of this going. Let's put 32 in there. Proper job. Right. So I need it next. Let me just... No, wrong. Let me just get the recipe ready for the silicon. Wrong crafting table. Jesus. Alright, so there's another 3. There's 4. That's enough silicon. For now, that's enough silicon. Let's wait for these assemblies to spit out these basic processors. And let's check this again when it's a redstone. Storage segment, we need one of these. Storage cells, more quartz. Okay. So, Give me those basic processors. So let's make those storage cells, I think they were. So, basic process. I keep forgetting it. Come on. Sorry, storage cell. Let me put the recipe in the crafting table, just like that. And and basic processor. We need 3 of these. So there we go. Let's remove these, and then we're going to need to put them like this. More redstone, and then I believe, what was it in the center? Was it glass? It might have been glass. And so, yeah, it was glass. I am a genius. You need a lot of glass for this, actually. Should really have come prepared. Right, storage segment. And then the storage segment, you put that with iron, redstone, and glass. Give me some iron. I'll just take a stack of everything we need because we keep on seeming to never have enough of it. And I believe it was like this. There we are, the 4K storage. So, we're going to right click on this ME chest and put the 4K storage in it. But this stuff doesn't change colour. And the reason it doesn't, because we can't put any items in right now, is because it doesn't have any power right now. Now, all of this Applied Energistics stuff needs power to operate, and because of that, I'm going to put it next to my redstone energy cell. And there are some people shouting outside my house right now. Can you please shut up? Thank you very much. So we're going to take this thing, just pick it up with the diamond drill, and we're going to whack it down next to an energy cell. So, now that it's got some power coming from the energy cell, it's draining, but really very slowly. I have so much power inside this. We put the 4K storage in, and the colours now light up, and we can put stuff in there if we want to, which is very cool. So, let's grab something that we have a lot of. Let's grab some dirt, like this. Like, how many stacks is that? That's 8 stacks of dirt. So let's whack a stack in. Okay, 64 dirt inside this ME chest. That's taking up one of the 63 types, because dirt is obviously one type of item, and then it's taken up 40 of the 4096 bytes. But what's cool about this is that you can put as many stacks of... Can you please shut up? Thank you. So you can put as many stacks of this one item in there, and it will store it inside one space in the chest. 512 dirt, it's not split up into stacks of 64. That is very, very nice indeed. But what is even cooler about the ME chest is that once you've got these items stored inside it, you can take the 4K storage out, just like that, and you can take down the ME chest, put it in a different place, like right here, put the 4K storage back in, and your items will be there again. This is so useful for transporting loads and loads and loads of items. If you're going from place to place, you're moving house or something like that, this is so useful for transporting items in bulk. So this 4K storage has these pieces of dirt written to it until we take them out of the ME chest. As you can see, we pull them out in stacks of 64. So there we are, we take that out. Now there's 0 of 4096 bytes used, there's nothing in there. It is a read and write drive, so that is fantastic. Now this thing consumes power, like I said, so when you're not using it, if you're just doing stuff in the short term like I am right now, just take it down. You don't want it using too much power. And this thing isn't draining anything more right now because, well, our silicon is done, so that's good. Plenty of the silicon. And so yeah, our ME chest is working well. But the absolute best thing about Applied Energistics is the ability to create a network of this ME stuff. Now the way to create a network, I believe you need a few different items here in Applied Energistics. First of all, you're going to need this thing called the, where is it? The ME controller. The ME controller uses iron, these quartz crystals, and this advanced processor, which is got by making the advanced processor assembly and then smelting it, which requires a diamond instead of gold. So we're going to need one of those. And these quartz cutting knives last for absolutely ages, mate. We won't be breaking them ever so often. So let's get this advanced processor right there. Did cost a diamond, but it's going to be wholly worth it. And let's make that controller. Doot, 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 doot. Boom, ME controller. Now this ME controller, when you whack it down somewhere with power, I'm going to put the torch like over here for now. When you put it down somewhere with power, its meter is going to fill up and it's going to tell you how many units of energy it is using. Now I believe that these units are not specific to either buildcraft or industrial craft, but rather there's a conversion rate, and I think it's 5 units per tick. 5 units per tick is 1 MJ per tick, so I should be training at 1.2 MJ per tick, I think. So that's going down at an okay rate. It's going to last us, do not worry. Now, the thing that this controller does is it enables a connection to be established between it and a bunch of other ME objects on a network. And the way that we connect them is by using the ME cable. Where are you? ME cable blue. I want the normal ME cable. Where the hell are you? ME cable. ME cable, there you are. So the way you make an ME cable is by... not shapeless. Where are you? There you are. So you need 1 quartz fibre and 2 redstone. And the quartz fibre, you use quartz dust and then a bunch of glass, and that gets you 4. So I think I'm going to take this down just for now because we're not really using it. Okay, quartz dust. Give me that quartz dust. You see, I'm going to need quite a bit of quartz in order to carry out this kind of storage thingy. So here's some quartz fibre. I'll make 16 of those. And then we're going to need to combine that with redstone, just like that, to make these ME cables. So these ME cables enable ME devices, or AE devices I guess I should call them, to connect to the controller. So I can bring this ME cable out just over here, connect to the chest, and that thing is connected on the network. As you can see, it's telling us that there are 2 ME cables on the network and also 1 chest. And now it's using a bit more power because the chest is connected to it. Any item that is connected on this ME network will draw power out from the power that the controller is being provided. So this redstone energy cell is not only powering the controller, but also the chest. Let me whack that in there, in the chest, and I believe, is that going to increase? Yes, that's going to increase the energy usage to 9 units per tick. And there was a green light on top of it because it said, yes, there's stuff in here. There's a storage drive, rather. Now, another thing that we can make in order to make this a little bit better is this thing called an ME drive. And the drive needs 2 basic processors, 2 glass, iron, and a chest. So let's make another chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I just pulled out a stack. Sure, I'm good with that. Let's make the chest. Just... what? No, just like that. And then we needed glass, we needed, what else? Basic processors, of course. Okay, so chest goes there. Iron, glass, and the basic processors. So let's go over to another crafting table, because why not? And let's make the basic processors. I'm going to need some more redstone. These recipes eat through redstone for breakfast. Honestly, you'll need a lot of redstone if you're going to do this. Basic processor assembly. And is that quartz cutting knife starting to wear out? It is a little bit, but that's fine. Let's get these basic processor assemblies cooking up. This redstone energy cell is bousing it as usual. And there are our basic processors. Let's get this ME drive sorted. Connect that to the network. Let's put it right here. That thing's also connected by the ME cable. And now it says there's an ME drive here, it's using up more power. And this ME drive has 10 slots, but you don't put items in there. Instead, you put these storage drives in there. And that will function as a hard drive in a hard drive bay. As you can see, there's a green light on that hard drive bay, because that thing has space for storage. It'll be green if it has plenty of space for storage. It'll be orange if it's starting to get a little bit cramped. And the light will be red when there is absolutely no more space in this hard drive right here. Now you can put as many of these storage drives on here as you want. I shouldn't say that. You can put up to 10 storage drives on here, and they will all have their own cell bay, which is dictated by where they are in the actual interface. So this thing is now consuming a bit more power, 10 units, because we've got that drive in there. But how do you use these? How do you use this drive once it's in the network? I mean, you put it in the ME chest, and you can use it straight away. But how do you use it when it is in the drive? Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. The last thing that we're going to need to make sure that this network works is the ME access terminal. And the access terminal, you need glass, an ME cable, conversion matrix like the one we made earlier, and then some iron. So let's put the iron and the glass in place. and also the ME cable. We're just going to need a conversion matrix. And how did we make that again? I can't flipping remember. I just can't. Okay, so we need another basic processor. That's why we've got these. So, another one in the powered furnace. Let's get this on. Alright, basic processor. And we are going to need processor there. Grab some quartz. Quartz around like that, I believe. And then some iron. Was that it? No, it wasn't. Okay, how do I make the conversion matrix? Redstone, right. Whoa, what happened there? I really don't know. I should have put that question mark thingy in there. Okay, conversion matrix. And here we are, the ME access terminal. Now when you connect this to the network, it's going to light up when it's got power from the ME cable. Now using 11 units per tick, which is just over 2 MJ per tick. Which is okay, I guess, because we have a massive amount of power right here. And what is this? You've got this kind of search bar up at the top. What's this for? Well, you remember that when we put the storage drive into the ME drive, well, you can put items in the ME terminal, just like this, like the prototype Omni Range. Or in fact, let's go get a bunch of different items. Now, I will say that when you're in this interface, if you press E, E will come up in the search bar, so don't do that. Press escape to get out of it. Let's grab some dirt, grab some stone, cobblestone even, and grab some sand. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these into the ME access terminal. And when you put these in, they are all going to be stored here on the ME 4K storage drive inside the ME drive. Amazing! And we can access all of the items that are in our ME network from this access terminal, and we can even search for them if we've got too long a list. So if I just wanted to find sand, there it is, sand. Now anything with S in it, obviously there's those two there. If I want dirt, I can search for dirt, and if I want cobble, I can search for cobble. And like the ME storage drive, it only shows the absolute number of stuff of that type that you have in your storage drive. And you can also sort these items by however you want, number of items, in descending or ascending if you want. And you can have their priority or sell order, I'm not sure what that is, and then of course the item name. And view stored craftable, I'm not entirely sure what that does, but yeah, this is the basics of Applied Energistics. And we can take this chest down because we really don't need it anymore, so good boy meat. And I reckon we can reduce our energy usage by taking the storage drive out, taking the drive out and putting it on the other side of this ME cable to reduce the amount of power made by the, well, taken out by the ME cables. Now, when you take out a storage drive, you see I'm doing it again. When you take out a storage drive from the ME drive, in the ME terminal, nothing will show up. But all the items that were in the storage drive that we put in through the ME terminal are still in this storage drive. So let's take this down, take the ME cable. Whoa! I'm going to need to get used to this. Okay. So we'll put it right here. And, yeah, that should be using... Yeah, see, that's only using 9 units per tick. So there we are. This is where all our items are being stored right here. This is where we access them all. And, you know what, I think we're going to make one more... 10 units per tick because I put that, in. I'm going to move this torch again because there is one more thing that we're going to want to put down, which is going to go right here. And that thing there is not the ME chest, but instead we are going to make this thing, this crazy little thing, called the ME crafting terminal. And for the crafting terminal, we actually need to make another access terminal, as well as putting a crafting table and a storage cell in there. So we're going to need to make another conversion matrix by using iron, redstone, and I'm going to need to make another basic processor. Would it be a good idea for me to make like a recipe for this, or maybe make a couple? I'll make like 4, just in case I need to do some other stuff. So this is why these redstone energy cells are so handy. They can power anything on their 6 sides. On their 6 faces, I should say. And yeah, it's beautiful, really. So, basic processes, you know what, I'll just cut until I've got everything ready, and then I'll show you how to make the crafting terminal. Alright, we are just about ready to get this crafting terminal. And what does the crafting terminal do? Well, you can probably tell by its name. It has got all the functionality of the access terminal, but it also has a crafting table inside it. So, I'm doing it again. So let's say we want to grab some items and put it in there. So let's check the power usage. 11 units per tick. I'm good with that. Let's say we wanted to make a... so we wanted to make one of those... what do you call it? Those energy crystals that we made earlier. Let's just whack all the ruby and the redstone into there. Let's search for R and U. There's our ruby. Let's bring that out. Let's put it in the center. And now let's go for the redstone. It is right there. Let's bring it out. Let's put it into the crafting terminal. And voila, it will do all the crafting for us. I'm not going to make it for now. And when you shift click stuff that's been in the crafting terminal, it will put it back into your ME network. Isn't that just amazing? Barrels, I no longer need you as long as I have enough of these 4K storage drives or whatever other drives I think of making. I do not need these barrels anymore. So I think what I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to take all of the stuff that's in the barrels, I'm going to whack it into my ME network, and I'll hide the cables somewhere. I'll supply it with power constantly using one of these redstone energy cells. It's still got so much power inside it. And actually, let's see how this one's doing. Yep, that's doing alright. That's been going for quite a while now. It's only burned through half a stack of charcoal. Good God. So, these are the basics of Applied Energistics. I'm going to have so much fun working with these. It is the absolute best storage solution you can find in Feed the Beast. And now I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more Feed the Beast videos every week. And yeah, thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you in the next episode when I'll have a massive network set up. So, goodbye.